What is going on, guys? Chip here. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG online video, and today we're going to be taking a look at a Waterbox 2.0 deck list. That's right, a revamp of an old archetype with a brand new face, Lapras-GX. 190 HP basic Pokemon with 3 really good attacks. Let's go ahead without further ado and jump right into this thing. So, Lapras-GX here. 3 good attacks, like I said, 190 HP. Collect. If we go second, this attack is so good. Draw 3 cards. Just drawing 3 off the top. Very good, setting our hand up for the next turn. If our opponent doesn't end us, we'll be really good to go for the next turn, having a lot of resources to work with. Blizzard Burn, the main attack we're going to be using here. 160 damage for 3 water energies. This Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. And then Ice Beam GX, 100 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So we slap a Fighting Fury Belt on this thing. We're hitting 170 with Blizzard Burn, 110 with Ice Beam. Those are really good numbers to be able to hit in order to take one-hit knockouts on specific Pokemon in the current metagame. So, really good and solid Pokemon here. And let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the list. And one of the reasons this deck can work is Manaphy-EX with the Aqua Tube ability. Each of your Pokemon that has any water energy attached to it has no retreat cost. So, the idea is we start with a Pokemon in the active, we can put a water energy on it, we have a Pokemon on the bench, we can Max Elixir to it, look at the top 6 cards of your deck, and attach a basic energy card you find there to a basic Pokemon on your bench, shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So we do that, and then we use Manaphy's Aqua Tube to free retreat, then we use Energy Switch, move in basic energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon to put the energy onto whatever active Pokemon we had and start powering it up that way, doing it 2 or 3 times in order to get as many energy as we need on to that Pokemon. We also have some supporting members here to go along with Lapras-GX. One Pokemon I like a lot in here is Glaceon-EX, has 2 really good attacks in this deck. Second Bite, this attack does 20 damage, 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So we probably won't be hitting one-hit knockouts with Lapras, 160, 170. We'll one-hit knockout some things, but not everything, so we do that. Retreat into Glaceon, Second Bite, take a knockout, or if we're going up against an Evolution deck, Crystal Ray here. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Evolution Pokemon. So, like that a lot right there. And then we also have 2 Articunos here. I love this card, guys. I try to play this card every chance I get, but we have the Delta plus Ancient trait. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack of this Pokemon, take 1 more prize card. So if we knock out an EX, we get to take 3 prize cards, an EX or a GX, I should say. So, if we're not going to be taking a one-hit knockout with Blizzard Burn, we're putting a lot of damage on them at 160. Then we come in Tri-Edge, 20 damage, flip 3 coins. This attack does 40 more damage for each heads. If we just flip 1 heads, 160 plus 60 is 220, which is a really good number to be able to hit to take that 3 prize knockout. That's why we're playing 2 copies of this Articuno. We are also playing 2 Shaymin-EX with the Set-Up ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. Now, I do want to talk about really quick one Pokemon that I wanted to include in this deck, but I can't right now because it is bugged, and that is Wishy-Washy with Cowardice. Once during your turn before you attack, you may discard all cards attached to this Pokemon and return it to your hand. You can't use this ability during your first turn or on the turn this Pokemon was put into play. So the idea behind having a Wishy-Washy is that Lapras-GX, obviously, we can't attack with a Blizzard Burn once we use it, so then we use Manaphy's ability to free retreat into a Wishy-Washy we benched last turn, use Cowardice, pick it back up, and bring Lapras back up, because going to the bench clears all effects, so that means that Blizzard Burn, we can attack with it again. But unfortunately, it is currently bugged on PTCGO, where if you go to the bench, it does not clear the effect of Blizzard Burn. According to the rules, it should. There's been rulings on similar attacks in the past, so it should be no different for Blizzard Burn, but sadly, it is just bugged right now. So hopefully they get that fixed and we get to include Wishy-Washy in our deck. But let's go ahead and look at the rest of it. We already talked about Max Elixir here and Energy Switch, just 2 really good cards in this deck. We're playing 2 Escape Ropes. I like this card a lot in this deck since we do have free retreat with pretty much anything once we get a water energy on it. And also can be like a pseudo Lysandre to potentially get something up from the bench that our opponent's trying to power up down there. We are playing 1 Super Rod in case we have to discard some waters early, or like if we get, our one of Glaceon gets knocked out, or we just need to get back something that, we have to discard, unfortunately. 4 Trainers Mail just to increase the consistency as much as possible. 4 Ultra Ball, same thing, and I forgot to put my gold Ultra Balls in here. I'll have to do that before we hop into the battle, guys. 4 VS Seekers here. We've got 3 Rough Seas, so Lapras, obviously 190 HP, and then if we slap a Fighting Fury Belt on it, gives it 40 more HP, so 230. This thing is a tank, very hard to take down, so if our opponent doesn't one-hit knock it out, we can Rough Seas and heal some of that damage off. We're also playing 2 Lysandre to bring up whatever our opponent is powering up on the bench, 2 ends just to have some consistency here. Playing 1 Kukui right now, I like this just for the draw 2 off the top, and then also the extra 20 damage can definitely be really, really good for things like Tri-Edge. It can allow us to Crystal Ray for 90 to knock out a Vespiquen, which can be good, because obviously Vespiquen's a very hard matchup for us outside of Crystal Ray. And then we are also playing 4 Sycamore just for the sheer consistency, best draw supporter in the game. We've got 3 Fighting Fury Belts, which we talked about. No Floatstone since we do have Manaphy to free retreat. And then the 12 Water Energies. We're not missing any Max Elixirs today. Let's go ahead real quick. We've got to get the right Ultra Balls in here, guys. We can't go into a battle without the gold Ultra Balls. That's the only way I feel that we're going to be able to take this one down. So let's go ahead and get those in there. I worked so hard to get all 4. We got to save it. And we got to hop onto the ladder and see what happens. Let's go ahead and take a look at this deck. As always, guys, if you enjoy these videos, be sure to leave a like down below. Helps me out a ton and lets me know that you're enjoying the content and want to keep supporting what I'm doing. So we're going to go ahead and hop in and see if we can find a battle and see what happens. Looks like there's not a lot of people playing right now. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Also, guys, be sure you check out my Twitch streams. I've been trying to stream a lot more often, so definitely follow me on Twitch down below. Twitch.tv/TrainerChip. I've had a good time hanging out with some of you guys over there for sure. Also, you can feel free to check out my Twitter down below. That's also just twitter.com/TrainerChip, Instagram, TrainerChip, Facebook, TrainerChip, all that stuff. Finally, there we go, finding an opponent. Let's go ahead and hop in. Fitch Food here. Looks like we're going up against Volcanion, which is very good for us because obviously, since we're hitting for weakness, this can be a very good matchup for Lapras. We do, unfortunately, lose the coin flip, so they will get to go first. But that's fine because we can potentially attack and knock something out on our first turn, and also we get the ability to use the turn 1 collect, which is definitely good, something we want to do. Alright, let's see what it's got. Okay, we do start oh man, this is not pretty, guys. Where are our Ultra Balls? Where are our Trainers Mails? Where's our Sycamores, our Ends? Oh my goodness. This might not be pretty. Hopefully our opponent ends us. Oh man, Trainers Mail for End. Come on. Come on, buddy. You know you want to end us. Floatstone, that's not an end. That is definitely not an end. But indeed we are going up against a Volcanion, as I assumed. Acrobike there. So he does get rid of a Trainer's Mail. Let's see what he's got. Acrobike's kind of an interesting card, something you don't see included all that often. He's going to go ahead and be getting rid of 3 Trainer's Mails here on his first turn. We do see him play down the Sky Field. Ultra Ball. Okay, let's see what he discards. Gets rid of a Fisherman and a Fire Energy. And this will grab him a Hoopa. And using Hoopa, he will likely go search out 2 more Volcanions and possibly a Shaymin-EX. It depends on what he has in his hand, of course, but that's typically what you see from Volcanion on their first turn. Scoundrel Ring, 2 Volcanions and a Shaymin. And sure enough, 2 Volcanions and a Shaymin. So let's see what else he has going for him here. He's rocking out with the 2014 sleeves. I'm definitely a fan of that. And the 2014 Pikachu. Energy Retrieval here, so probably just steam up to discard it or attach it somewhere maybe. No, he's going to attach it. I think that's fine. And then set up for 5. Now we just gotta cross our fingers, hope that the only draw supporter he has, only draw supporter's an end. Come on. You know you want to end. You know you want to end. Ultra Ball. What's he gonna fetch with this? We'll see what he gets. Gets rid of a Skyfield and a Fire Energy. Gonna grab another Shaymin-EX. This man is digging deep on his first turn. He must not have drawn any sort of draw supporters yet. So let's see. Maybe. Oh. Trainer's Mail. This is his last one. His 4th Trainer's Mail on his first turn. Ultra Ball. Come on, man. Where are your ends at? Where's the end? Ooh, and just a pass. So... oh, we drew a Sycamore. That is a little unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. Getting rid of Max Elixir Energy Switch isn't the worst thing, but he'll discard his Hoopa here, most likely. He could discard Shaymins, but I would not be surprised to see him discard Hoopa. And since he is already down 1 Skyfield, he won't have a place to put another baby Volcanion unless he We discard Shaymin instead. That's interesting. So he won't be able to bench a baby Volcanion unless he plays a third Skyfield, which he definitely could. He definitely could. Okay, so this is interesting. I think we should Trainers Mail first to see what we get, because that might determine what we want to get with Ultra Ball. Okay, we'll grab the Fighting Fury Belt. I actually think we're just not going to... We'll take maybe the Ultra Ball, and we can Ultra Ball away. Ultra Ball, Rough Seas for a Shaymin. I think we actually just take nothing. And we'll just go get a Shaymin with this. Okay. And try to set up and draw a little more. I think we want to get rid of one of the Water Energies. We can Super Rod that back. We don't know if he plays other stadiums, so... And we do have one Shaymin prize, so this will be our only Shaymin. We got 3 Max Elixirs left. Okay, looks like we prized our Kukui. Prized an Energy Switch. So, but we got all our Pokemon here besides the Shaymin, or besides the second Shaymin, yeah. So let's go ahead and set up for 3. Okay, well, we get an Articuno down. We can't Ultra Ball, obviously, for another, we won't be able to Ultra Ball for another Shaymin since ours is prized. So I think we just pass. He'd have to hit... Has he played a Max? He hasn't played any Max Elixirs yet. I think we want to promote the Articuno. We'd rather him knock that out than Manaphy, more than likely, so we'll just go ahead and pass onto his turn, see what he's able to get going, see what he can make happen. See the Max Elixir, so yeah, that's why I did that. All he needs is a Max Elixir plus an attachment, and he can knock out Manaphy. I'd rather him knock out Articuno than Manaphy. We do have another one in the deck, so yeah. I think that was definitely a very good play. Does get a Fighting Fury Belt, he puts it on the other one, so he may want to Float Stone this one. And just a Volcanic Heat, so he has a dead hand, which is good for us. He won't be able to attack this turn unless he plays Ranger. We get a Lapras, so that's actually a really good thing to draw into. We'll go ahead and attach to Lapras. We'll Ultra Ball. We'll grab an Articuno with this, our other one. So yes, we do play 2 because this card is so good, and then we will Sycamore and draw 7 cards. So I'm predicting that we'll probably collect this turn, but we'll see what happens. We might be able to attack. We do get 2 Max Elixirs, but we are low on energy. We got a couple discarded. We get Energy Switch, which is also a good thing to draw. So we'll go ahead and take that. We do have our other Rough Seas in the deck, so that's good to see that. Only 2 down. We can definitely hit this. If we knock out this Volcanion with Lapras, we only need to hit one of these Max Elixirs to do it. Let's go ahead and do another one. We do whiff this one, but that's fine. We do have the Energy Switch. We would have put that one on Articuno more than likely anyway. We'll do this. And we could Blizzard Burn here to just knock it out, but I think we're actually going to Ice Beam GX in case he brings up this Volcanion on the next turn, so that we can use Blizzard Burn in order to knock that one out. So let's go ahead and Ice Beam GX. We're going to use our GX attack early, but I think that is okay. We're going to be knocking everything else out. And that takes out all his energy on the field. We get him Energy Switch and an energy out of there, so definitely good. This is kind of an awkward hand, though, for the next turn. Like, we could end, but then we only give ourselves 4 cards, but I kind of don't want to get rid of 2 Sycamores. And I don't want to get rid of an energy again, but we do also still have access to... We still have access to our Super Rods, so getting rid of them might not be that bad. So we see an Ultra Ball here, getting rid of 2 Escape Ropes, and he's going to grab a Baby Volcanion, so he did indeed have one. This is where Articuno is going to be very nice. We'll see a Steam Up. Another Steam Up, so he's hitting us for 80 right now. And let's see what this last card in his hand is. So let him play a Supporter. He didn't play Supporter last turn. It is a Sycamore, so he might have taken that out of his prizes. He could have top decked out of it. We'll see. Okay, another Steam Up, so he's hitting us for 110. Okay, so we see, oh, another Max Elixir too. Okay, he whiffs that one. Top decks here, good would be like Lysandre or via Seeker or Trainers Mail maybe. Definitely wouldn't mind any of those. Let's see what happens though. Get a Manaphy. We'll go ahead and Rough Seas. We'll go ahead and attach to Articuno. What are the chances of us drawing another Max Elixir? We only have one left. I'm thinking we could Energy Switch on to Articuno. But that's really risky if we don't get the Max Elixir. So I think we're just going to go ahead and Sycamore here. Getting rid of a lot of stuff, but I think it's okay. Fighting Fury Belt. We do get an Energy Switch. Let's see if we get a Max Elixir with this. We do not. No such luck today. Go ahead and take the VS Seeker, though. I think this turn I actually want to try to save Lapras. I think I might want to retreat and just Chilling Sigh for this turn. Oh no, if we Escape Rope, we knock out anything on the bench. So let's actually do that. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll Escape Rope. Okay, yeah, it took me a second to see the play, but I think this is good. And let's see what he puts up. Probably the Hoopa. Or a if he puts up anything besides Hoopa, we take a knockout. And if he puts up Hoopa, we just Chilling Sigh. So there we go. That's our play. That's our plan. So let's see what he decides to do. He does put up Hoopa, so that means we can just come in and Chilling Sigh for the turn. He's already down 2 Escape Ropes. He might play an Olympia, but we haven't seen it yet. I kind of want to give this guy Fighting Fury Belt, but I kind of want to put it here as well to prevent the Lysandre. He'd need... This forces him to have like Fire Energies and Lysandre. So I think we will put it here. I think it's better put there. And then we'll just Chilling Sigh. He does stay asleep. Very nice. And then next turn we can come up and Blizzard Burn, knock out Hoopa EX. We see Floatstone go down on Hoopa, so that's his main way to retreat. But luckily we did get... That's why I like this Articuno so much, guys. Like, Chilling Sigh is so strong. See a Steam Up. So maybe he does have a Max Elixir left. Well, he gets rid of Ranger and N. Or not a Max Elixir, Escape Rope, excuse me. I feel like he should have attached that energy. And he stays asleep still, so that's really good. And so we can Blizzard Burn and take a knockout on Hoopa. But I think it would be better to Lysandre and knock this out, so I think that's what we'll do, even though we will have a dead hand after. I think we should go ahead and attach to the Lapras. I don't mind attaching to Articuno really either. Because we can Articuno, since we're hitting for weakness, and knock out Volcanion potentially. So let's go ahead and Lysandre. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I think everything through. I don't mind this play because we do have a lot of outs still. And we're taking out his threat on the field. So we'll go ahead and Blizzard Burn and take the knockout. Nice. 340 damage. Man, that's crazy. So we get Kukui and we get our Shaymin. So definitely 2 good cards to draw off of this. And next turn we have the Retreat plus Energy Switch onto Lapras, or onto Articuno. Then we can Kukui to boost our damage. Just as we see a concede from our opponent there. So definitely a good matchup for us. So definitely not necessarily... we got to show off the deck, of course, a little bit, but you know, it's a pretty favorable matchup for us. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a win on just like kind of an even matchup or not. Let's see if we can get another game and see what happens. So looks like we're gonna go ahead and find a game. And Shadow Delta here playing a Psychic Metal colorless deck. So this could be some sort of Solgaleo deck, I think. It's playing a Groudon coin though, so but we didn't see any fighting types, so obviously no Groudon included today. We do lose the coin flip, so we'll go second for the second time. More than likely, unless Shadow Delta is feeling like a nice guy today. And, okay, there we go. He'll choose to go first. Excuse me. Alright, and we do take a mulligan. We see Escape Rope's Enhanced Hammer won't do any good. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking right now looks like some sort of Solgaleo deck. Could also be Scizor. But I'm going to think Solgaleo. Alright, and we do get a Lapras start, which means we can get the turn 1 collect. We got a good start here. So he's choosing his active. And this hand is really solid. We can Ultra Ball away Lysandre, plus if we like top deck another supporter, Ultra Ball that away. Get another Lapras, Max Elixir to that, attached to this one. Or maybe get a Manaphy, I don't know. I think we get a second Lapras first. We'll draw into Manaphy more than likely. So they're choosing their active Pokemon. Shadow Delta over here taking his time, thinking through every action, gotta figure out what he wants to do, what he wants to make happen. Well, maybe Shadow Delta will make a decision at some point here. Maybe, maybe not. We do get the good Lapras start, like I said. Turn 1 collect is definitely good going second. And he starts Shaymin, so unfortunate for my opponent. See what kind of hand he's got. And let's see what he's got to work with over there. Okay, a Metal Energy, so man, he must not have a great hand. Parallel City, he's going to go ahead and limit us to 3. And he's going to end, so there goes our good hand. There goes our good hand. That hand was really, really good. But we get another good hand, so I can definitely work with this. Ultra Ball, okay. So now this will give us a good idea of what he is kind of playing. He's going to get rid of Enhanced Hammer and Sycamore. My opponent obviously knowing this is Waterbox, he's probably not playing any sort of special energy, so Enhanced Hammer is not going to do us a lot of good. And he does go and get Scizor, so that tells me this might be like a Scizor Garb deck. It could be he could be playing like, oh, he puts an experience share on it, so it's probably going to be Solgaleo Scizor, which has been a thing some people have talked about. We'll put the Water Energy here. I think we will Ultra Ball. We'll discard Sycamore. We could Escape Rope up this Scizor, but I mean, we're not going to be attacking more than likely this turn, so I don't think there's any point to really do that. We'll get rid of Water Energy. Since we're going to Sycamore this turn anyway, this is going to get us another... We did prize a Lapras. I think this is going to get us Manaphy. Since we prized our other Lapras, I think we want to go ahead and get another Lapras down. And so we're not going to Escape Rope. We're going to force him to retreat. We're not going to take any of this stuff, and we're just going to Sycamore. Okay, so we do get into a Max Elixir. Kind of an interesting hand. We'll go ahead and Max Elixir. We do get it. Nice. So next turn we have Attach Energy Switch, and we'll go ahead and collect and see what happens here on this collect. Alright, so we got a lot of good stuff to work with on our next turn. We can, of course, Energy Switch plus attach to the active. And if we draw a Fighting Fury Belt, we can Lysandre and KO the Scizor. So we'll see if my opponent has a dead hand or what he's working with over there. Via Seeker, so he does have the end. He could Sycamore, though. He's going to end. Probably a good call. He could have Sycamored, but I think N is the better call there, seeing, you know, I just collected. I have a huge hand, a lot of stuff to work with, so I definitely like that play. Articuno also, like, eats alive the, Okay, so Max Elixir. Maybe he isn't playing Solgaleo. Maybe it's just Scizor Garb? Like, I figured the Psychic typing was the oh, yep, there it is. It is Solgaleo. Max Elixir in this deck doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I do like the experience share, though. We do see a retreat, and we will see a Gale Thrust for 110. Okay. Articuno on these things is definitely really good, but we do go ahead and get Rough Seas down, which is great. Go ahead and heal. Let's go ahead and Max Elixir. We do hit, very nice. We'll put down Articuno, we'll put down Manaphy. We will set up for 4. Want to find an Energy Switch here, or another Max Elixir would work as well. Don't find Energy Switch yet. Oh, we haven't attached yet, so we can attach to this thing. Fighting Fury Belt, which means we can hit 170 to knock out Scizor. We'll go ahead and Mail. Get an Elixir. Oh, we can go ahead and start powering up Articuno, I think. We won't take the VS Seeker. Actually, maybe it's best to go ahead and start powering up the second Lapras, so we can just switch between 2 Laprases. So I think we'll do that. We do hit, very nice. We're just drawing very well right now, this game. So really consistent deck here, as you guys can see. We'll go ahead and Sycamore. Get another Max Elixir. We probably wouldn't hit this one. We've got 5 on board, 2 right here, 1 in the discard. So probably wouldn't hit that one if we play it. I don't hate playing it, though. I do kind of want to power up Articuno. Let's get some energy on Articuno. Yes, we do hit. Oh my goodness. That was really lucky. That one was lucky, I'm not going to lie. So, if we just flip 1 heads, we'll be able to knock out Cosmog. Cosmoem has 100, which means if we flip 2 heads, so Fighting Fury Belt doesn't do us any good there. We'll go ahead and put it on Lapras. And we will Blizzard Burn for 170, take a knockout on Scizor EX. Nice, so that was a really good turn for us, really solid. We could have gone ahead and had the second Lapras all the way powered up, but we have, 2 Water Energies in our hand. We draw another one there, so we had some Waters prized, and we still hit that Max Elixir, so definitely kind of lucky there on that part. Do we hit all of our Max Elixirs this game? We've played 4. Have we hit all 4? We might have missed one. So he promotes Cosmog, which he may just be doing since he can retreat with the Metal Energy. Energy Retrieval, that's kind of interesting. Now obviously Solgaleo does hit the perfect math 230 to knock out a Lapras, even after Fighting Fury Belt. So he's going to Ultra Ball away the 2 metals he just got. And this will probably grab Shaymin, I would imagine. Yep. Sure enough, sure enough. So he's going to be looking for a Rare Candy Solgaleo this turn to try to get off that Soul Burst. So kind of interesting. I was thinking like, okay, maybe we can, if he does get Solgaleo, we can Ice Beam and lock it up. But we won't be able to do that because of Solgaleo's ability, Ultra Road, which allows him to switch once per turn. He can use that ability even though he's paralyzed, so that would not do us any good to paralyze him. We'd be better off just going to go ahead and Blizzard Burn. But I guess if we okay, so we're just going to Lysandre Shaymin to try to stall, maybe? And he's going to Dust Gathering, draw a card. Okay. Go ahead and do this. How many Escape Ropes do we have left? Just 1. What's Trainers Mail? We get Escape Rope Energy Switch, so this is interesting. I think Escape Rope is fine here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do the Escape Rope. And we're going to end this turn. Hang on just a sec, guys. Sorry. Okay, and we're just going to promote Lapras here. We can retreat or we can just attack with this one, so we're going to attach to Articuno, and we're going to end. Now, I don't want a Sycamore because I don't want to get rid of these Water Energies and the Lysandre via Seeker, so I think ending is fine. We still have a lot of stuff in our deck that, yeah, see, so we hit the Water Energy here. Now, we could... I wouldn't hate this. I think I'm going to do it. We're going to Ultra Ball for a Shaymin. And we got to hit one of these 4 energy switches. What we're going to try to do here, guys, is we're going to try to Articuno Tri-Edge and take a knockout on Cosmog. So let's see if we can make it happen. Okay, we did hit it. We had 4 in the deck. That would have been pretty crazy if we missed. So we only need 1 heads in order for this to work. We'll take the energy off the damaged Lapras. We maybe could have taken it off this one, but I think this is okay. Just going ahead and having that one set up. So let's see. We just need 1 heads. Oh my goodness! I mean, it was a risky play, I guess, but we're gonna give him an angry face. Because I'm angry, guys. I'm angry. But what are the chances of flipping 3 tails? That is crazy. Because that means all we have to do next turn is Lysandre one of these Shaymins for the game. Man, that is really, really unfortunate. But if he doesn't evolve both of these Cosmogs, okay, he gets the Lysandre or the rare candy, so he's gonna go ahead and do this, and he'll probably Soul Burst this turn. He's going to Silent Lab, so that is unfortunate getting rid of our Aqua Tube ability, but we do still have a Rough Seas. Yeah, and we have 1 more in the deck still. So we would have been in a great position this game had he not done that, but you know, it happens. It definitely happens. So we'll see where the energy goes here off this Soul Burst GX. We'll see if he ends us or what he wants to do. We'll see if he has Seeker. He's going to Lysandre. I wonder what he's going to bring up here. Shaymin. But that's fine. It does only have a 1 retreat cost, and we have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 3 energies left. Uh-oh. So will my opponent be coming back in this? He's going to put energies on Scizor, of course. And he does put 1 on Cosmog. We get the Water Energy. That's a great top deck. So what we can do here... I mean, we can't flip Triple Tails again, right? We could just Ice Beam GX as well. And sure, he won't be able to use... He's got the sad face. We have the should we play the Rough Seas or should we manually discard it? Do we have how many down here? 2. So we want to shuffle 3 back potentially with Super Rod. So I don't mind just discarding it, I think. But that means he can't Lysandre stall this one, I guess. So we'll go ahead and Rough Seas. We'll use it. I think we want to Lysandre here. Oh, we don't have one! That's bad. That's a mistake. That is a mistake. We're actually just going to take Sycamore then. That's really bad. We're going to Kukui, actually. And we might Ice Beam here. Because while that means he won't be able to... He will still be able to Ultra Road around it. He won't be able to attack us with this Segaleo unless he gets another Rare Candy and another Segaleo. Or he goes into this one and retreats. Which he could do. But then we have how much damage on it? So if we hit it for... We're doing 190 right now. Which leaves him with 60 HP, which means we just have to flip 1 heads to take 3 prizes with Articuno. But we have seen how that has gone for us so far. Ice Beam may be better because he is going to have a hard time setting up a second Solgaleo, I think. Like, he has to draw really well off his Sycamore if this is a Sycamore. Assuming this is a good card. I assume this is a Sycamore, or a supporter of some sort. He will, if we Blizzard Burn, he'll straight knock us out. If we Ice Beam, he'll have to get a lot of stuff. But then if we Blizzard Burn, he knocks us out, we bring up Articuno, flip 1 heads, and take 3 prizes. Then he brings up, knocks out with that. So I think we do this. Try to keep Lapras alive for a turn. How do we not have a Lysandre down here this late? That's a big mistake on my part, guys. I apologize for that. So he gets down Cobalion and an N. Okay. So off of this N, does he draw Rare Candy Solgaleo? If he does, we are in a pickle. I'm not going to lie. We're in a pickle. Well, does this find him Rare Candy? That might be what he's looking for. Max Elixir. I don't know if I like Max Elixirs combined with Soul Burst, since you want to Soul Burst early, and then you're taking all your energy out of your deck, so your likelihood of hitting Max Elixirs are not that high. But he still hits it, so I can't, you know, knock him for that. So it does 30 more damage for each prize card we've taken. He's going to Ultra Road into that. No, into this. But then, so is he just letting us... Oh, he's going to retreat energy off. Okay, makes sense. And he's going to knock us out. Okay. So maybe we should have gone with... Maybe we should have gone with Blizzard Burn. I don't know. That might have been a misplay. Might have been a mistake. But now he can't hit... and we get the Lysandre too. Now he can't get... he can't knock Lapras out. He can knock Articuno out, and that forces him to play the odd prize game. Let's attach. That definitely goes here. We can knock him out with Blizzard Burn. Or we Lysandre up the Cosmog. So tough call. I think we're going to go for the Lysandre Cosmog, and then we can win the game by just Lysandring a Shaymin. So that's the idea, and this also will put him to make him play the odd prize game. So we'll do this. He won't be able to knock out Lapras this turn. So here's to hoping. Here's to hoping. Okay, whew. So still 1 for 6 on heads. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Okay, so we do get our Super Rod and Lapras. So Super Rod is good to get back water energies if we need to retreat. But he has to end us this turn because we have the game in hand. Unless he Lysandre stalls something, then we don't have the game in hand. But if he does Lysandre stall something, we have the Energy Switch. So, we'll see what he does, see what he does. He has to end. But if he doesn't end, we have the game. Because all we do, if he knocks this out, we just bring up Lapras and Lysandre Shaymin. If he Lysandres one of these things, we Energy Switch off the Articuno onto it, retreat it, because everything has a 1 retreat cost. Even if he Silent Labs again. And we have Lysandre for the game. And we just knock it out with Lapras. So, looks like he's going to go the route of Lysandre stalling. How much can this hit for? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 150? We're weak to grass, right? Yeah. So this won't knock us out. Yep, so we'll give him the well played. That actually felt like a pretty close game, but we'll go ahead and via Seeker. Oops, I accidentally clicked the little face. We'll do this just for BM, and he's saying I have a good deck. Thank you, sir. You do as well. And we'll just Lysandre a Shaymin and Blizzard Burn for the game. Almost clicked collect there on accident, but... So yeah, Lapras Waterbox is definitely a very, very strong deck. I encourage you guys to go check it out. Give it a try. The deck list is in the description of this video. As always, guys, as they always are. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to see more videos from me coming out later this week. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.